I know I mostly go for video games and Lego when it comes to toys, but I couldn't resist when I saw all these LPS at the Value Village that I was just currently at. I went there for one of my local rounds to see if they actually had anything that I wanted. Checked the hat department, didn't find much. Then I checked the toy department, then I found a massive amount of LPS. I'm going to show you in just a sec. And then I also went to the video game section and no luck whatsoever. So I'm going to show you everything that I actually did pick up that was in all of those LPS bags. There was about 7 of them in total, and I think they were like $3 to $4 each. I also got a 20% discount on them, but there were some rare gems in there that I was genuinely shocked by. And this is why you really got to do your research and don't just lot things up and just throw them on the internet and throw them on eBay, I should say, not the internet, I sound like a boomer right now, and expect that you're going to get the value you should out of it. When you're a reseller, you definitely want to do all your research, and this is one of those examples where if I didn't do my research, I probably would have lost a lot of potential profit. Again, profit is still great, but holy crap, some of these LPS dolls, let me tell you, are worth around $100. So here's my workstation here right now. So all of these here I haven't scanned yet. These ones I scanned, and I found that they're like the lower tier ones between like $3 to $5-ish, so those are good for lotting up. This is just some extra stuff that was in some of these bags, some Micro Machine stuff. Vintage Leonard or G.I. Joe figure, Star Trek Playmates figure, and this one that I have to also do some more research on. Just gonna do that after I do all the LPS stuff, which is quite the task, as you can see right here. I've already went through a decent amount. So these ones right here were the ones that I call like mid-tier. They're like $10 to $15. And these ones I'm debating if I am going to list these on their own. I definitely will make more money if I do. It's just a lot of work. So I might just make a mid-tier lot and like see how many more of these are considered mid-tier, throw them into this pile, and then make a lot for like $100 to like $150 maybe if I have at least 25 or more. And then just, get a ton of the lower tier stuff and then do a big lot of like around $100. And that'll be like $2 a piece, right? But these ones here, let me tell you, I was genuinely in shock when I did some research. Some of them are a little bit lower. This is like a $25 LPS, but anything 20 and over, I'll list on its own. This one right here, I have to clean it up, but this one was also quite expensive. I was kind of in shock, but as you can see here, yes, I do have to clean that up. This one wasn't the most expensive, but it was still pretty expensive, though the sell-through rate's not great on it, I will say. This one was around $30 to $40, so definitely worth listing on its own. There's so many different eras of LPS, and some of the designs of them are kind of like a telling sign, but they are dated, some of them as well. So definitely look for the ones that are like 2005 to 2007. Those ones are actually worth the most. I was doing some research right now, actually trying to find some before I could even just scan them all, see if I could pick them out immediately. This one was another one that was around $30 to $40. Not bad at all. Love the look of this one. This one was one of the ones that I was actually in shock by. So 2005 Hasbro. I'm not sure if this is authentic though. I have to do some more authentication on this, but this is one of the LPS dolls that's actually worth over $100 potentially. Wild, guys. You really got to do your research on these. This is another one. This is around $40, and I believe the one that was the most shocking had to have been this LPS doll right here, over $150 on some sold listings. So literally just with these alone, I'm probably going to add at least a few more, I imagine, out of all of these that I have to do some more research on, but it's pretty insane. It's quite the task, as you can see. But these ones right here, if I just listed all these immediately, so I got about all of these for about $22. So these on their own, if I just listed these separately, I'm looking at between $250 to $300 plus dollars. And then if you think about all the other lots that I'm going to do, you're looking at maybe $400 to $500 plus in profit from just a little trip to the thrift store. That's why going to the thrift store, even on days like today when it was really rainy, sometimes it's good to get yourself out of the house, get going, get sourcing. And obviously when you do source, unfortunately, it means that you are going to have to do a lot of research and list things, but there's probably going to be a few more surprises in here. But honestly, I took out the ones that kind of like just looked like they might be, because I've sold so many LPS in the past and we've done like so many LPS hauls that I have a good idea of the stuff that will be worth money. This one looks kind of interesting. These ones right here, the ones with these bases like this, some of them can be McDonald's toys, and I'm not sure if this one is this one McDonald's? Yes, McD, I see it right there. Yeah, so this is a McDonald's one. This one right here as well as McDonald's, and so is this one. But they're older. They're not really worth much. The LPS for McDonald's were probably around maybe $3 to $4. Maybe some rare ones are worth close to 10, but honestly, as you can see, the LPS logo here has changed from the older LPS logo. So this is a newer one. I don't think the newer ones hold that much value since, you know, they're pretty readily available. So as you can see, that is a newer LPS stamp right there. I'll show you what the older LPS stamps look like. As you can see, very different, not as cursive there, but I'm trying to find more older LPS in here. This one looks like it might be a bit old. Let's see if it's got a little date stamp there. Hasbro 2008, so that is a 2000s one, so I'm going to separate that out right now. I'm going to do some more research on the older ones. Anything that's before 2010 I consider to be fairly old. This is another one, 2006, I believe. Okay, so that's a pretty old one. Let's separate that out. I've never saw any, I should say. God, my grammar's horrible. This one looks like it's actually got a broken tail, if I'm tripping out here. I think it does. Yeah, so I'm going to have to throw that out or something. Yeah, so you will find some that were broken. I had to throw some back into a new donation bag. This one is past, this is actually 2010, I think. So not super old. The older ones are usually the best ones to scan first, but I found a few surprises that are like older, not old, but like newer, actually I should say, newer LPS stuff. This one also looks like it's after 2010. Could be wrong though. Let's see here. It has the date 2007. Really? Okay. So that one might be worth looking up. That might be actually a pretty good one. This nice pig here. This is 2000. Oh, no. Hasbro SA. Then there's a date stamp here. This is 2000 and, if I can read it correctly, 10. Doesn't quite make the mark right now for me. This is a really interesting looking one as well. LPS got the older stamp there. This one is actually what is that? No date on there. Okay. Is there another place that has a date? I don't know. Well, as you guys can see, I don't want to do this work while I'm talking to you guys, but as you guys can see, there is a lot of work that I still have to do here. It is quite the task, but honestly, this is one of those occasions where you really got to just tell yourself to get the heck out and go out there and source sometimes. I had a pretty rough day sourcing yesterday and I just wasn't motivated today. It was rainy. Again, we've had overcast skies 3 days in a row, which is kind of surprising here in Calgary. But I was just kind of lounging around today, just laying on my bed with the cats. And then something just told me, Matt, just go to the thrift store. It's right there. What are you doing? Just go to the thrift store and see what you get. And I'm glad I took my own advice. My inner voice told me to go out there. And I thought, we did great today. Anyways, let me know what you think about this haul down below in the comment section. Also, let me know if you've ever purchased any LPS. Are you someone who actually goes out and buys a lot of collections of LPS? Is that something that you actually sell on your eBay store or Poshmark store? Let me know down below in the comment section. And with that being said, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. And remember, may your carts always be full.